Hello. Welcome back to the Dysfunctional podcast.
The long-awaited return
Yeah,
of the Dysfunctional podcast.
We were on a little break.
A little hiatus.
About 2 months, wouldn't you say? Maybe a little
About 2 months. We'll just say 2 months.
Me and Griffin were a little preoccupied.
I was living in the mountains, becoming one with wolves and discovering a new species of squirrel.
Yes, that was really cool. I read your article and watched your TED Talk. It was
Thank
great.
you, I appreciate it.
I
caught syphilis.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time, wouldn't be the last. Am I right, Griffin?
I have many diseases and I'm in pain.
And I was in some court proceedings with
the ex-wife. Well, now ex-wife.
Now
ex-wife.
And now sole guardian of my children.
Tina, if you're listening to this, yeah, screw you.
Well, I mean, never mind. Forget it. We're not gonna talk about it anymore. Anyway, welcome back to the Dysfunctional podcast.
Yeah.
Now, Griffin, while he was looking for squirrels, he was also away on a trip.
Oh yes, I did go on a nice trip.
We went to the south.
I did go through the south. I was looking at some colleges and stuff because we're high schoolers and we're getting to that time. So I went to see freaking University of Texas, Austin, Vanderbilt, Duke, and University of North Carolina.
What was your favorite?
Vanderbilt. It was, of course, I'm probably not going to get in because it's a really tough school to get into. But even so, they were very supportive of everyone who's coming in. They said we look for reasons to admit people, not to deny them. So it was very accepting. Friggin' University of Texas, Austin was huge, dude. It was insane. It was its own little city.
Well, everything's bigger in Texas.
Yeah, I know. That was the whole thing, right?
Yeah. So that was your adventure?
That was my adventure. We had 8-hour car rides. It was pretty great. When we were driving through Texas, we kept seeing this one specific chain of restaurants or it was like a Costco type thing and it had food.
It was it's
called Buc-ee's or something.
Yeah, they're
like a beaver.
Their gas stations are kind of weird there too.
Really?
Yeah. Anyway, I thought you were
all
talking
I remember
about
is beaver nuggets. That's what was on the billboards.
See, I thought you were going to talk about your...
I also visited Tulane. I went to New Orleans.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I thought you were going to talk about your cocaine powdered adventure.
Oh, New Orleans. It wasn't cocaine, it was powdered sugar because beignets and stuff. No. New Orleans was crazy. It's like a dirtier, humid version of Vegas. If you can picture... If
that's even possible, yeah.
If it's possible to be dirtier than Vegas, New Orleans has pulled it off, dude. Well, at least Bourbon Street. I mean, dear God, dude, that was insane. There's literally a bar every two stores because the thing with New Orleans, or at least Bourbon Street, is you're allowed to carry open containers of alcohol onto the streets. You can just drink out in the streets.
Did you get a little brown paper bag and you're
no.
No? Oh.
Stanley, that's illegal!
No,
Stan!
Sorry.
That was loud.
I just want you to be happy, Griffin. That's all I want. And if you want to walk around...
Oh, Stan! I haven't been happy since the 5th grade.
I mean, I'm more of a Scotch man myself, but to each his own.
I'm reporting you to the police.
Well, do it. I dare you, because that way, Tina, I'll never get
Stop! You violated the law. You're never gonna see your kids again, Stan.
I mean, I already can't. The court's, already.
Tina, you slut.
Nope. I still love you, Tina. Call me back. Never mind. Anyway.
Leave him alone. Why didn't you let him be? Okay. No, New Orleans was awesome. Bourbon Street was insane. Lots of homeless people wandering around with weird signs and stuff.
What was the weirdest sign?
And I just straight up said, "We're gonna bleep this on the podcast. Are we gonna censor?"
Is it really that bad?
I mean, it's profanity.
All right. I guess I'll censor. Wait. Oh shoot! I've never had to censor something before.
It's okay. We'll figure this out. Whatever. We'll call our editor.
I'm the editor. Anyway, all right, yeah, go for it. Tell me what the weirdest sign was.
No, there's this homeless man. He was walking around with this cardboard sign. He had no teeth. He had this long-ass beard. And he was walking around with a sign that said, "We'll eat anything else for money."
That is... Wait, that wasn't that bad. That's not profanity.
That's profanity.
All right, we'll bleep out the whole... I'll put a nice...
He's talking about sexual things.
Yeah, sure, I guess that is profanity.
I mean,
okay.
yeah.
I'll put a nice little, John Coltrane over the whole thing.
Just put a sax riff over it.
Yeah.
No. But you know what? At least he's marketing what he's good at. I mean, you know, it's not like he's saying like I just need money. He's trying to offer a service.
I mean, I can't fault him there.
Oh my god, it was a nice place to say the least.
So that was your favorite state was Louisiana.
Louisiana was pretty fun just to explore. I mean, I don't know if I want to live there for 4 years in college. I'm not sure. Tulane was pretty nice though. I mean, it was like lots of trees and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But Vanderbilt was a bit nicer. And Tennessee's a pretty cool city too. Freaking Tennessee's a state. I'm an idiot.
Tennessee is a state. Nashville's cool.
Pretty cool.
Nashville's like pretty California, cool but in the South.
Nah, kind of.
Yeah, I mean
it's a little more modern.
Yeah, as much as you can get California. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
Minus all the, I don't know. What do you get?
What, minus all the what?
Minus all the surfers, I think.
Oh, yeah, all the hippies?
All the hippies, yeah. Am I a hippie stan?
Are you a hippie?
Am I a hippie? I mean, I got long hair, I got weird round glasses.
No.
I don't know.
I
don't smoke weed.
You're just you don't, never mind.
You're just an individual.
You're just an individual, Griffin. You're non-conform. I think I'm a hippie, actually.
You're not a hippie stan.
Griffin, you know what I'm going to do after this? I'm probably going to go to Nectar and get like a six.
No, you're a hipster.
Oh, okay.
You're a hipster, not a hippie.
Yeah, hippies
are different too. Hippies like earth-loving type people that are like anti-conforming and like I don't know, a bunch of other shit. It's like counterculture type stuff.
Okay.
Like hipsters are like freaking. I don't even know how to describe hipsters. Just like.
I go to
just
Chipotle
like,
and
just annoying white health people.
I only go to thrift shops and drink kombucha.
You drink kombucha, eat smoothie bowls, have freaking elbow patches on all your jackets. Go into a Starbucks with your laptop and wear a beanie.
Oh, my man bun got caught in this roller coaster. Oh no.
I could probably do give me like a week or two and I could probably do a man bun with my hair. How long it's getting?
Please do it. It's always been my goal to have a man bun.
Really? That's your goal?
Oh yeah, for sure. I've just never been able
two things in life. Meet John Travolta and get a man bun. Actually, no, for you, it's not John Travolta. Wrong Scientologist. You want Tom Cruise.
I don't know what.
For those of you listening, Ryan has a strange obsession with Tom Cruise.
Okay.
No. You have a strange obsession. You've seen every Tom Cruise movie.
I'm going to defend myself. I have not seen every Tom Cruise movie. I've seen a good majority, but not everyone.
BS.
Anyway, I have no desire to meet Tom Cruise. I just enjoy his movies.
You have no desire to see how tiny he is?
No, I have no desire to see what a midget he is in real life.
Hi, Tom Cruise. Nice to meet you.
No, because they literally I was reading an article that
Can I tell you about the Church of Scientology? It's a nice place.
They have to film him in like a certain way so he appears taller compared to other actors. Especially too, it's really hard for them to cast women who are smaller than him.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure. Like Robert Downey Jr., I heard that like sometimes they put like risers in his shoes, or like forget if it was either Tom Hardy or Christian Bale. But for The Dark Knight Rises, one of them had to have risers in their shoes so that they could do an eye-to-eye scene.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because there's a scene where they like meet eye to eye, when they're about to fight. And they had to put risers in one of their shoes because like one of them's way taller than the other.
Yeah, that's why Tom Cruise is 5'7".
I was a little shorter than that.
Who knows? The internet says he's 5'7".
He's 5 foot at most.
Yeah, he's a leprechaun.
He's basically a leprechaun.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a Scientology leprechaun. He is 5'7".
Yeah, he is 5.
I've come to spread me Scientology.
I mean, that's why Griffin is
You'll never get me secrets of the cult.
Griffin's 5'10". Right.
I'm like 5'11".
5'11".
I mean.
Yeah, probably. I'm
5'11".
I'm 5'9".
Yeah.
So yeah, Tom Cruise would be fairly short.
So no one will date us because we're not 6 foot. That's why we're alone. That's our excuse.
No, stop. No, Griffin. No, that doesn't make any sense. That makes 0 sense.
You never seen that meme where it's like?
Oh yeah, where it's like five.
It's like 5'11" versus 6 foot in like a woman's eyes.
Yeah. I think that's funny, but no, Griffin. This is not the Incel podcast, Griffin.
The Incel podcast. Where's my katana? My lady.
No, Griffin.
Where's my katana and my fedora and my anime?
No, Griffin. Don't say that.
Just kidding. I actually like anime. No, that's not.
Oh yeah, what's your favorite anime, Griffin?
Well, I don't really have a favorite. I like One Punch Man a lot, though. You ever watch anime, Stan?
Occasionally.
Really? Like what?
Like, I don't know. It's been a long time.
You've lied to me, haven't you, Stan?
No, I've seen One Punch Man, Griffin.
You've lied to me.
I've seen one. Hey, Griffin, I have a Dragon Ball Z stuff right here in my room. So I'm not lying to you.
You're going to pay for this.
No, Griffin, I'm not lying to you. I've seen One Punch Man. I've seen
One Punch Man.
One Punch.
I've seen the One Punch Mans.
Sorry, I've been in Virginia.
I've seen the Naruto's.
I have seen the Naruto's.
I watched all of Naruto, dude.
So did
it was
I.
insane.
Yeah.
That's
I'm not lying to you, Griffin.
No.
That was just the dark days of that bear.
I watched. I'm watching this one called One Piece. It's
yes.
pretty cool. It's like pirates and stuff. It's weird.
I do like pirates. You know what's funny? Is like people are like, because of Pirates of the Caribbean, they're like, ooh, pirates are so great. I'm like, no, pirates are bad.
They're
like,
rapists and murderers.
They're awful. Like,
except for Jack Sparrow. Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, but like these days, like Somali pirates are like.
I mean, Somali pirates are different. They're not the pirates of old who would collect gold and stuff. They raid ships differently, I think.
Those guys are cool.
They don't sing songs.
I'm getting a call from someone. We're gonna put them on speaker. It's our
we're not gonna.
What do you mean? Of course.
Take it outside.
Nope. Hi, Sam.
Where are you right now?
Well, you're
We're filming a podcast. You're disrupting it.
Sam, you're live on the podcast.
I am.
Wait, are you with Aiden right now? Goddamn bastards disrupting our. Okay. Anyway, back. What were you talking about? I don't remember.
I don't know. See what happened, Stan?
We were rudely
you
interrupted
disrupted the flow of the podcast
by Sam.
And now look what's happened.
I'm sorry. They were. I don't even remember. Tom Cruise. He's in.
What have you done?
I'm sorry.
No. So new topic. So Rocket Man movie. Have you seen it, Stan?
No.
I have not either, but I've been hearing a lot of mixed things that either you're gonna love it or you'll hate it.
I don't have too much of a desire to see it because I'm not like a huge Elton John fan.
I am a big Elton John fan. Well, I wouldn't say a big Elton John fan, but I am quite the fan of Elton John. I do really enjoy his music, and his story seems very interesting, and I also love Taron Egerton, the actor who's playing him. So I'm...
British bloke?
Yes, the man from Kingsman.
Yeah, I'm familiar with his work.
Yeah, so, like... I've heard a couple people say that it's really good and that they loved it, and then I've also heard our friend Logan. He said that he despised it, completely and utterly despised it.
Yeah, but Logan doesn't like anything.
Well, yeah, Logan likes to complain.
Yeah, he likes to complain, and the only movie he likes is Pulp Fiction. That's it. That's exclusively.
He liked Bohemian Rhapsody, but he said he didn't like this one because it was like a musical.
Well, Logan's. I was.
Also, there were some parts that were like surreal type stuff.
Would it be bad if it's like? Wait, it's...
I feel like, well, I mean, to a degree, kind of.
Do we dox him on the podcast, dude?
No, Logan's not homophobic in any sense. It's not that he dislikes anyone.
World-renowned homophobe, Logan.
Logan, why do you hate everyone? Why are you such a bad person? No, Logan is...
He's gonna be so pissed.
He's gonna get really angry at us. I don't care.
Yeah.
Because anyone who knows him will know that he's not homophobic at all. It's just that, he does... Gay sex makes him uncomfortable. Well, I mean, that I don't blame him. It's not, his thing. It's not... if you're straight, you don't have to fight gay sex, you don't have to be comfortable with it.
I know. I just think it's funny, if we were just,
he doesn't have anything against gay relationships. It's just gay sex makes him...
Paint Logan as this terrible, intolerant person.
My theory is that he's actually gay. He just doesn't want to say it. So he doesn't admit it, so he hates it.
I just like to imagine, his dad is like, boy, boy, you're a freak.
Boy, you don't like that stuff, do you?
Why are you watching that Bohemian Rhapsody?
That's about a gay man, is it not? Well, yeah, Dad, but I like the music. You don't like any of that.
Sorry, Logan.
His dad's awesome. Adam Burdick's a god.
We don't mean any of it, Logan.
Logan, please, you'll know we're joking and you'll love us for it in the end. But this will be on the internet forever, so...
Oh, shoot. Say goodbye to college for Logan. No, but...
Logan isn't homophobic. We're joking.
Yes, we're joking. It's all a big joke.
Just like my life.
Yeah, Vanderbilt let Logan in. Anyway. whatchamacallit? Yes, Rocket Man. I'm probably not going to see it.
I really want to see it because my mama said that it was real good.
All right. Well, so see it. You tell me how it is.
I think I'll enjoy it because I feel like you just enjoyed it as a film.
Oh, I probably would. I do. I'm a movie person.
I mean, it's interesting. It's an interesting story because apparently it's very depressing because not a lot of people supported him in his life. So you might just enjoy it as like a story of a person. I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I have this whole problem with like movie. Okay, it's going to be up for like an Oscar this year.
Probably, yeah. And or at least an Oscar nod.
That's what I'm saying is that the whole thing that like annoys me is that some movies these days are like made to win Oscars.
Oh no, I get Oscar bait movies like okay, freaking. It seems like there's like a certain like couple things that you need. You can
feel it like when you're watching it. It's like, oh, this movie's like made for the Oscar.
Yeah, this was made to get Oscar like nominations or something. Like that happens all the time. There are movies that like are actually pieces of passion and are actually made by directors just to be a cool film, but like some are made so that they can get an Oscar and like they try to follow some specific formula of like, oh, there needs to be like horrible tragedies and stuff that follow this certain demographic. And you can almost kind of
tell from like the cinematography too.
Yeah, the way that it focuses on certain characters in the story sometimes, so it makes you think, oh, this is supposed to be for Oscars.
Yeah, that's why. So like sometimes I'm like iffy about seeing those movies. So one of the movies I think it was last year, is The Post with Meryl Streep and Tom Hanks. It's about the Watergate scandal. And I love that story. Like I always think it's a cool story, but I was like, oh, I know this is like already because they did it like right before Oscar season.
Yeah.
And I was like, I would see it, but I'm just like, no.
Put it out just in time for Oscars, just so they can.
Also, too, like I don't have too many people who are down to go see like those types of movies with me.
What I want to see, what I think will be really funny is if they put out like a major Oscar bait movie and it just fails horribly.
Yeah.
Like they put as much crap into this as they can to make it seem like it's gonna be Oscar worthy.
Yeah,
and then it just flops.
Wait, Griffin, what? Oh, you know what? I'm excited for the Quentin Tarantino movie.
Oh, well, you see, that's the thing. Quentin Tarantino, he doesn't make movies for the Oscars. They're just that good.
No, that looks like a good movie. I'm excited to see it.
Oh, I'm so excited because apparently, it mixes in with Charles Manson.
Yeah,
and it's this whole thing with the.
I love good old fashioned.
Quentin Tarantino is so cool, dude. Like the way he makes movies is insane.
Yes,
and you know that this is this his 9th movie? This is his 9th, right?
Maybe.
You know he's only making 10 movies? At 10, he says he's going to stop forever.
I don't think that's true. Like, I mean, I know he might say that, but, like, I feel like when you're...
when you have a brain like that, that's like...
Well, it's not that you're, like, expected to do something, like, he would feel, like, indebted. I just feel like that's all he would want to do.
Yeah, well, he's someone who truly is in love with movies. I mean, I've watched interviews with him and, like, videos of him, and he is... so engrossed in like the world of film and everything, and he loves it so much, and he loves making movies. I wonder if he could actually give that up.
Yeah, and like even too, like, do you know the Miyazaki films? You know, like the Studio Ghibli films.
Yeah, Studio Ghibli.
Yeah, like whatever.
Spirited
Away, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like the main director his name is Miyazaki.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I remember.
And so he was making animated films for a really long time. And then he decided to stop and retire because it's a lot of hard work to do those animated films hand by hand. And he had made so many good ones, and Spirited Away won an Oscar.
Oh yeah, Spirited Away was fantastic.
Spirited Away is really good. And
I love that movie.
I like and then so he left and the studio did its own thing, but I'm sure he had some creative input. But now he's doing his last movie, and he's super old now too. He's like getting up there 80s or 90s or something.
Yeah.
But it always seems that like when you dedicate that much time and passion to your work, even if you do take some years break at a time, you're always going to want to still invest yourself.
You're going to end up coming back.
Yeah.
You want to be able to express yourself creatively, and if you can't find an outlet for that, I mean...
So like even if maybe he's done directing or making movies, you might see tons of films in the future produced by Quentin Tarantino.
I mean, Kubrick went forever. He went until like he was dead.
Yeah, well, Kubrick's crazy. But
Kubrick's insane. Anyway.
Yeah. But yeah.
Hey, you mind if we do over 200 takes?
Yeah.
And make my lead actress go insane?
Yeah, so if he does make 10 movies, then he'll make 10 movies, but I'm sure he'll still be invested in Hollywood in some manner.
He's gonna help with like writing or producing, or like someone will bring him on to help produce something.
Yeah.
Because he's a genius.
Like,
He writes and directs all his movies, I mean.
No, I think out of all of his movies, I think my favorite one might be Inglourious Bastards.
Inglourious Bastards is probably my favorite. I like Django Unchained a lot, but Inglourious Bastards...
See, I've not seen Django Unchained.
You haven't?
No.
Oh, that's a very good one. I enjoyed that one a lot. Leonardo DiCaprio is amazing.
I'm a Leo fan. I'm not gonna lie. I would like to meet Leonardo DiCaprio over Tom Cruise any day.
Oh, Leo seems like a very interesting guy.
Oh yeah, and too, he's all up there in his climate change activism.
Really?
You didn't know this? He's a super environmentalist, right?
He's like Al Gore?
Yeah, he is like Al Gore.
Al Gore gets a Nobel Prize for giving a PowerPoint presentation. What a man.
Yeah, no, Leonardo DiCaprio is in one of my favorite documentaries.
Really?
Yeah, before the...
That's cool.
It's either before the storm or before the flood. I think it's before the storm. But it's this very, like, almost cinematic view of climate change and climate issues. And I'm surprised you didn't watch it for apes and stuff like that.
No, we did not. We watched this one documentary about endangered species and
racing extinction.
CITES.
What?
I think so.
I don't know.
It was like they're helping manta rays and stuff because like
yeah. Embracing extinction. Yeah, it was also one of my favorite documentaries. But anyway, that's why Leonardo DiCaprio. If you're hearing this, love to meet you. Love to get you on the podcast. Actually,
Leo, just come on the podcast. I know we're just two random teenagers with probably like 20 subscribers or something.
Yeah, which are mostly our friends. No, I think it's like 12.
It's like 12 subscribers, like 30 views at most. But Leo. Come on.
Leo, get on the podcast.
Leo, we need you to spike the views for us, man.
We love to talk about movies, environmental issues.
And your career and how you started.
The Revenant.
Your life and what makes Leonardo DiCaprio tick.
Yeah. What is Leonardo DiCaprio?
Big questions. What brand of toilet paper do you use?
Yeah, Leo.
Big things.
Leo, come on.
Leo, come to prom with me.
Well, that's illegal, but Leo.
What are you talking about? People ask celebrities to prom all the time.
I guess technically you. Oh yeah, I guess that's fine.
Next year. It's only 18. Leo, I'm legal. Let's go.
Okay, maybe. Okay, we're gonna cut that part out so Leo doesn't hear it. Leo, come on, we love you. All right. Anyway, back to the podcast.
We're not cutting it out. I want Leo to hear me.
Oh, fine.
You cannot silence me.
Fine, we'll leave it in. Just Leo, just know that
we love you, Leo.
I respect you, Leo.
We respect you so much, Leo.
Yeah.
Crazy thing that happened in Django Unchained. So he's doing this scene where he's like rampaging. He's getting like super angry, and he slams his hand on the table, and he smashes a glass with his hand, and it cuts his hand.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And he kept going. Like it was an accident during the film. He accidentally slammed the glass and cut his hand, and he just rolled with it. Afterwards, they bandaged him up, but they actually ended up putting that into the scene.
Yeah, no, that's why Leo, we love you. You're an amazing actor.
Leo's amazing.
You should have won.
You finally got that Oscar with The Revenant. You deserved it.
You should have won some before that.
Yeah, I know. I mean, there was the whole meme about Leo never getting an Oscar, but you know what? You proved him wrong.
Yeah, this whole podcast was just turned into how much we love Leonardo DiCaprio. Oh, you know what?
And Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt's also awesome.
So you know what? Oh, Brad Pitt's cool.
Brad Pitt's also amazing in Inglourious Bastards.
Yes, he is. But you know what's interesting? What movie? So Griffin talked about his trip. I went to Washington, D.C. for a little bit.
Oh. Yeah. You did go to D.C. How was that?
It was fun, and it was pretty much me by myself the entire time.
Really?
Which is very interesting, being alone traveling. Which I'm also worried about because I might be going to next year. I might be going to Australia for a couple weeks.
Oh,
and I'll be by myself.
Dude, that's crazy.
For 2 weeks.
That's great. It's like studying abroad, though, almost.
It is, but literally, I'll be there for 2 weeks. I mean, I have an internship thing that I'll be doing for the week part.
But you're doing an internship.
But on the weekends, it's just me by myself.
Oh, so explore Australia.
Pretty much, but literally. So it's fun to be by yourself because you have freedom and you,
of course,
you're not inhibited by any sort of overbearing.
There's no limits to what you can do, really.
But at the same time, it's fun for maybe a couple hours, and
it's also strange because you're in a different country.
You're in a different place, and then too traveling with friends is fun, and you get into you have a little bit more fun when you're
alone, and also alone in a country. You probably feel even more alone because you're not home. You're not in your same
So
you're not even in the same country, let alone the same state. And
that's why the funny thing too is like the internship is with like grad students, and so you can go if you're 18, which I turn 18 this year. But you can go, but it would just be me with a bunch of like 27-year-olds or something.
Go party with the 27-year-olds.
And hey, legal drinking age is 18 in Australia.
Yeah, dude.
Holy crap,
dude! You can go have a blast in Australia.
Yeah. No.
Catch a kangaroo.
Kangaroos are nuts. Have you seen
an ostrich?
Pictures of like really buff kangaroos?
Oh, kangaroos are insane. They're freaking. They're like their claws on their feet are as sharp as like daggers, dude.
Yeah, that's why they're scary. Anyway, back to Washington. See, this is a whole big tangent. We're talking about anyway, so in Washington, pretty much, first day I got there, obviously it was late, so I'm not gonna like go do anything.
Yeah.
I wake up the next day, hang out in the hotel for a couple hours, work out. Sick exercise drop.
Oh, okay, cool. We're just flexing on.
Yeah, no big deal. Anyway, sorry, #humble. Anyway.
Humble brag.
Yeah. So
get out of here.
I start my journey by just walking out the hotel because I don't really have too much pre-established I'm going to do. Like there's two museums I was bent on seeing, was the National Geographic Museum and the International Spy Museum.
Mm-hmm.
So I walk outside my hotel. I'm like, okay, the Spy Museum is the closest, so let's do what's the farthest, which is the National Geographic Museum.
Yeah.
So that is 2 miles away.
Did you walk it or?
Oh yeah, I walked there. So and like for those of you who don't know, like for the sport I do, I run. And so like
Ryan does cross country. He's insane. He enjoys running. I don't understand him.
Yeah, anyway.
Because I'm a big boy.
So it's like funny, it takes way longer to walk 2 miles.
Yeah.
Like way longer than you would ever think to run, and then to run 2 miles. So like it would take like 12 minutes to run like, about 2 miles.
So you go, thank God I brought my short shorts for running.
Yeah.
And just bust out sprinting.
No, you can't do that in Washington, D.C. It's like too difficult.
Really?
It was also super hot there, and like,
oh jeez.
Yeah, it was not the best weather.
Was it humid?
Yeah.
No, in the south it was crazy humid, dude. It was like a swamp.
Yeah, that's why. That's why California is great for the weather.
Yeah, California weather I appreciate, but I also
especially Southern California.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up going like to the East Coast for college because I want to be where it's colder because I actually enjoy the cold a bit.
Yeah,
if I'm being completely honest. But back to the museums and stuff.
Oh yeah. So anyway, on my way to the National Geographic Museum, I am walking across the street, and then all of a sudden, this tall man he stops me and he says, "Respect," and then he holds up his elbow, and it's kind of hard to describe, verbally, but anyway, he does like this thing. It's kind of like almost like a fist bump, but with your elbow.
What?
Yeah, it was strange. Anyway, this it gets better. So anyway,
respect. Hey, you wanna get my van?
No, and so he gives me, and so at first I thought I did something wrong because I did walk in front of a car like right before I was leaving, so I thought he was like calling me out for being like a jerk,
being a little deviant.
Yeah, exactly. And so I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, I'll be more careful next time. He's like, no, you're misunderstanding me. And so I'm like, okay. And he's like, no, I'm like, respect, because like most people when they see me, like they don't stop for me, but you stop. And so then he does the elbow thing again. He gives me the elbow fist bump again. And so then he tells me his story.
Was it a homeless dude?
Yeah.
Oh, it was a random homeless dude.
Well, I don't know if he's homeless. He didn't look homeless.
Well, you said that like you stopped for him.
I did stop for him, but
like what does he mean? What did you mean?
Well, okay, he definitely wanted money from me.
Oh, okay.
But he didn't seem homeless.
I remember on our DC trip in 8th grade, we were going through like Times Square, and this random dude came up and was like, "Hey, you want my mixtape?"
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And remember we and like freaking Michael, our friend Michael, just goes like, "I feel bad." So then he gave him like $5 or $10 for the mixtape. He was gonna give it to us for free, but then he gave him money for the mixtape.
Yeah, no.
We never listened to it. I feel like Michael still has the mixtape somewhere, maybe.
Do you want to call him up and see if he has the mixtape?
We should call him sometime and see if he has the mixtape.
Call him right now. No.
Don't call him right now. We haven't talked to him in like 2 years.
I talked to him recently.
Really?
Yeah. I see him at like church all the time.
Oh, cool. How's he doing?
He's doing well.
Does he have a girlfriend now?
Yeah, he does.
I'm still alone.
It's okay, Griffin. Me and you both. Anyway.
I just love your single laugh whenever something's funny. You just go, aha! And then just nothing.
Well, it depends. I have many different laughs, and they change all the time. They're weird.
You pick from 3 laughs.
I don't even pick from them. They just like happen organically, and then sometimes it will where I can't control myself. Anyway, so back to the seemingly homeless man who elbow fist bumps me. Mm-hmm. So then he starts telling me that he got out of prison. He was like, I've been in prison for 12 years, and I just got out an hour ago. And I'm like, wow, man, congrats. Like,
good for you.
Good for you. I didn't ask what he was in there for because, I just didn't want
to. You don't want to know.
Also, this guy was like way taller than me. He was like probably like 6'3", and I'm like 5'9".
He goes, oh, a little white boy I can manipulate.
Yes. Yeah, and like I was like very like touristy looking. Like I had like black jeans on, some like Vans.
No, you definitely knew you were a tourist.
No one wears Vans in DC.
No one wears Vans anywhere except for California.
Yeah, and I had a backpack on. I had a National Geographic shirt on, so that's probably extra touristy looking. Mm-hmm. So he's basically, I just got out of prison like an hour ago, and my wife, she just also died of cancer an hour ago. Like I'm finally...
Okay, dude, this guy was effing with you for
sure.
sure.
He's like, and I finally got in a place where I can just like, be in the real world right now. And then he's like, I'm on my way to court right now to go win custody of my daughters. And the whole time, I'm just standing there with my arms crossed, like, yeah, I'm nodding, yeah, I say that out loud.
You got out of prison, don't hurt me, okay.
Yeah, and so anyway, and he's like, dude, like that guy over there, he just emptied out his wallet for me, like, you got some like $19 for me, like, so I can get an attorney. I'm like,
oh, he just played you, dude.
Well, here's the good part. I was like, oh, sorry, dude, I just came from California. I don't have any cash. And us in California, we only use Face ID when we pay for things. And so, anyways, and then he just like immediately after I said that, I just saw his face like drop, like his whole character, like his resolve.
He's just like, fine, okay.
Yeah. And he was like, pray for me, man. I'm like, I'm praying for you, dude. And then he gives me the elbow fist bump again.
No, he was going for money.
Oh yeah, he was, and that's why it's funny. Like, what I probably should have done is just ignored him, like, straight up. But, like, that's a little too rude for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that's why if I am going to go to, like, college in, like, a city, like, I should learn some metropolitan education,
Yeah, metropolitan education. Don't stop for random dudes.
Don't stop for random dudes. Don't give money to people generally. And if you do want to give money for a good cause, give them to known charities most of the time. Yeah. Especially homeless shelters.
No, there's a bunch of people going around. Like, when I was in New Orleans, I said before, like, there's a bunch of homeless people because, like, they go to where areas are more populated. And especially, like, Bourbon Street, there's going to be more tourists and stuff. So, like, that's where you see a bunch of street performers and a bunch of other crap. And you just see a bunch of homeless people that will, like because of the crowds, like...
street performing is really cool in New Orleans, though.
Oh, no. There's like a section of, like, the city government for freaking parades. Like, you can go in... Like, anyone can have their own parade. You just need, like, a certain number of people.
God, dude, they're gonna kill us because we either said, like, New Orleans or New Orleans or New
Orleans.
New Orleans. We said it wrong. I know we have. New Orleans?
It's New Orleans.
God, I'm just... You know what? I'm just gonna say it the way I've been saying it. New Orleans. That's how I say it. New Orleans is just weird. It's like you're from Iowa or something when you say that.
New Orleans is fine. I just say New Orleans because I like sounding like I'm freaking Cajun.
Did you get any souvenirs from your trip, Griffin?
I didn't really get any souvenirs. I got a shot glass from Tulane because I collect shot glasses. Just for any of you listening out there, I have like 100 now. I think I have a couple from Korea that my dad's friend got while she was on a trip.
That's really cool, actually.
Yeah, I have a bunch of shot glasses, and at a certain point, I'm going to have to do a shot out of every one of them.
That's a lot. That's how you end up in the hospital.
No, what I'm going to do when I'm of legal drinking age, is
good
disclaimer of legal drinking age when I will do this.
Or I'll take you with me to Australia.
You can just do a shot of beer out of each of them. There's like 100 of them.
Oh, I guess that's true.
There's like you would probably amount to like, I don't know, like 10 beers or something. Actually, no, it would probably be a lot more. I'm probably gonna die trying to do this.
Well, let's say, Griffin, when me and you both turn 21, I'll come gladly help you.
Yeah, I'll get like 5 guys together. Like, by the end of this, all of these must be empty.
Yeah, I'll make sure to like gain like a good like 200 pounds just so I can hold my weight. No pun intended.
Just so my intolerance is higher.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I am German, so I think my tolerance is pretty good already.
Yeah.
But
dude, freaking Brandon, my good friend Brandon just went to Germany to visit his friend that was there for a little while.
Deutschland.
Yes, he went to Deutschland.
Deutschland. Guten Tag.
Did you ever meet Will Volk?
Yeah, the blonde German kid.
For a while at our high school, my friend Brandon was housing this German kid is like an exchange student basically, but like there was no exchange. It was just he was coming over and he spent a semester.
Yeah, we always say exchange, but we don't exchange.
Yeah, no,
it's an international program.
He was international basically for about a semester, and it was really nice. His name was Will Volk. He was very
Will
Volk. I'm probably butchering his name, but whatever.
He follows me on Instagram.
No, he was hilarious, dude. He played football with us. We called him the Berlin Wall. It was funny.
That's good.
He was really funny, and he was nice. And Brandon just went back to Germany to visit him. Let me tell you, Will is an interesting character in Germany.
Oh yeah, I feel like
because here he couldn't do anything. Over there, he gets wasted a lot. He drinks a whole lot.
That's how Germany works.
At one point, one of our coaches said, "Will, what do you miss most about Germany?" He's like, "Beer."
Beer. It sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, he talked like this.
Beer.
Will had like a thick accent because, of course, English is your second language. It's his second language, so.
No, yeah, that's what.
You know what's interesting? He told us that at his school, English is like a mandatory class.
Yeah,
and I wonder, like, why don't we get like more languages to learn at like American schools, like high schools and stuff?
Well, so public education high schools have more options. Like,
okay, we go to a private school.
We go to a private school, so that's why I wish there was German. Like, I would definitely.
I'd take Russian.
Russian would be cool. That's why. I want to like learn like 7 languages when I'm older, or like when I have the opportunity and the time, because I don't know. To me, like languages.
Being trilingual at one point would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I know a little bit of Spanish. I can say hola. I can speak Spanish. I know hola, taco, and adios.
Bienvenidos. Sorry.
You speaking Cajun?
Yeah.
I love saying that whenever I don't understand what someone says. I'm like, what are you speaking Cajun?
You get Cajun? No, but yeah,
hard Cajun accents are insane. It's just like, and they're like, cool.
Cool. No.
Good to know.
Public high schools have like that's why I
want more options.
Yeah, way more options. But why were we talking about languages again? Oh, Germany. Oh yeah. Shoot. Oh, I hate that. I lost my train of thought.
It's fine.
Anyway, yeah. Public high schools have way more languages to choose from. We don't have that many. We have French, Latin, Spanish, and Mandarin.
In Mandarin.
Oh yeah, but anyway, so a lot of foreign countries will have English as a mandatory language because America, big, strong, superpower. Also, too, you cannot work as a flight or as a pilot or someone who works for like air traffic control
if you don't know English.
Unless you speak English, because it's the national language of aviation.
Well, isn't English like the most spoken language around the world? Like,
I don't think so.
Or is that Mandarin?
That might be Mandarin.
I think it's Mandarin and then English.
Yeah, but I have a theory that eventually English will take over as the predominant language.
Well, English is a stupid language, dude. It sucks.
It does suck, but I think...
Like, honestly, like, going through, like, grammar and stuff for English, it's so much more simple than, like, other languages when you look at it. Like, the way that they handle, like, sentence structure is, like, so much easier than English speaking.
But I'm just saying, like, if America remains, like, an economic superpower and a cultural superpower, and the leading one...
But, like, we're also in, like, massive amounts of debt, though, I mean...
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, America is so influential, like, across the world that, you know, if it continues that way and like something terrible doesn't happen, then I think in a good amount of time, English, everyone will know English, and then all other languages will very slowly start to drift away, and
soon America will rule the world.
Yeah,
we're going to build a large country that expands across the entire world, Everyone will be American. It'll be amazing, trust me.
Well, that's why, too.
I know the best world leaders.
All right, Mr. Trump.
No, shut up.
Mr. Trump.
Stop being crooked like Hillary.
All right.
You know what I saw? I saw crooked Hillary.
And her 30,000 emails.
And her dirty emails, she was burning them all. She was throwing out a computer. She was looking back and forth all scared. I'm telling you right now, she needs to be in prison. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Trump. That was...
And also let me say, we live in the greatest country in the world, and I will not be taken down by these crooked politicians. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Trump. Anyways, back to English rules all. No. So, like, even countries with declining populations.
What if Britain becomes a superpower and starts ruling everyone again?
Well, you know what I think?
At a certain point, Britain was like the biggest superpower in the world, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, you know what I think is funny is that, like, so people are so fed up with the British Parliament right now.
Oh yeah, because of Brexit. Yeah.
And so, like, if they really wanted to, like, the Queen could like take over it again and institute.
Oh, the Queen takes over again.
Yeah,
a monarchy is reinstituted and the Parliament dissolves.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
What is it? That would be great.
And what are the freaking guards gonna do? Like disobey the Queen?
No, they
can't.
And
her corgis?
Royal guards can't do that.
The corgis will rip out their throats.
Yeah, that's why the corgis are great.
The corgis are actually trained to tax dogs.
That's why God bless the Queen. God bless America.
God save the Queen.
God save the Queen. Yeah, that's why. So and plus too, like, there's all these areas that have declining populations now, and so the only people that can move there, and they're like incentivizing people to move there, is Americans. And what do Americans speak? English. And so, and America keeps getting overpopulated because everyone's having babies, and we keep getting immigrants. Griffin, why did you just poke my leg?
No reason.
I don't like that.
Don't tell the people what I'm doing.
Griffin's poking me, and I'm not sure.
You have no evidence of this. There's no recordings.
I mean, yeah, that's true. This is just our word. That's why we.
The word of mouth cannot testify.
I mean, we could say whatever we want on this podcast. Well, not that, Griffin. Griffin? No, we're not even going to go down that road, Griffin.
Nice.
Yeah, nice, yeah. Anyway.
We're bad. I'm a bad person.
No, Griffin,
I'm
you're
going
not.
to hell.
No.
There's no way I'm not going to hell.
Griffin, you're not going to hell.
I've burned down too many orphanages.
Well, I mean...
I've urinated on too many graves.
I mean, that could be good.
Helps grow grass.
Yeah,
no, it doesn't. It kills grass. It kills grass and it defiles the memory of people.
There's nitrogen in your urine, and that's good for the grass. Actually, I don't know if that's true.
I don't know. There probably is. There's nitrogen is the most abundant, like, in our atmosphere.
I mean, I might have failed my AP bio exam, so we'll never know. But
I mean, that's a given. But
yeah. So yeah. Oh well. We're really smart. Everything we say is fact. Don't believe us? Ask Leonardo DiCaprio.
Ask Leo.
Leo will vindicate.
Leo will vouch for us.
Yeah. He'll be like, they're the smartest.
Be like Ryan Stanley and Griffin. Oh yeah.
That's why on my plane back ride from Washington D.C.
Your plane back ride.
You know what, Griffin? I woke up from a nap.
This is why I hate English. It's hard to speak.
Yeah.
You speak hard. Why say many word when few do trick?
Parle anglais. Anyway. No, sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Jesus.
Anyway. So I was watching Inception on my way back from DC.
Fantastic film.
Yeah, and it is a great film, but, you know, honestly, every time you watch it, your mind gets blown for a little.
Oh, yeah, because it's crazy.
It is crazy. And so I wake up after my flight, because I came home and I went to bed, and I wake up in the middle of the night, and all of a sudden I feel compelled to start my own airline. And so I'm, like, worried that I was, like, accepted. But then, like, okay, now hear me out. Hear me out. I have, like, this plan for an airline that, like, I feel like is a really good idea.
Okay.
So it's basically, it's this airline. I don't have a name for it yet. I haven't gotten that far. But anyway, it has 12 destinations.
It's the People's Airline. Its symbol is a hammer and sickle.
Yes, communism. Love it.
Love it so much.
Yeah, so it has 12 destinations, and each time you buy a ticket, you don't know which destination you're going to get.
You don't know where you're going?
Nope, you have no clue.
So you're basically on United Airlines because you never know where you're going to end up.
Pretty much, but this time it's not. It's with your consent.
This time you're consenting to be mistreated and not get to your destination.
Yeah, so anyway, you go wherever you are for a week or two. We're going to say a week, depending on how much you want to spend, 1 to 3 weeks. You can go to this random location.
So it's a randomly generated adventure.
Pretty much, and we will, we'll like send you a list. Like, this is what you should pack just for the basis, and like you don't know if you're going you don't know if you're gonna like Kathmandu.
We'll handle what hotel you go to. You just have to pay for it.
Yeah, you just have to pay for all of this, but you don't know where you're going.
We'll plan out where you'll go if you end up here or there.
And it's a lottery. I feel like people would be really into that.
I would be into that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, wouldn't it? But like, that's why you could end up in like Afghanistan.
I feel like there's something already like that. Oh, you could end up in like just somewhere like totally random.
Yeah,
like, in a little village in Russia, you just land on this weird airstrip. You're just like, welcome. You need to pick turnip now.
Yeah, they put bags on your head.
They put bags on your heads and they lock you up and throw you in a van.
Yeah.
And you end up becoming just a drug meal for the Mexican drug cartel.
Yeah. No big deal. That's why, I mean, it probably wouldn't be like, whatever little towns in Russia.
Remember the conversation we had about, like, where if we ever went to Tijuana with a bunch of friends, you'd probably end up getting lost. We'd, like, lose you.
Oh,
and
yes.
then, like, we'd assume you were dead. Like, we'd find, like, your clothes or something in, like, a river. And then, like, 10 years later, we go back to, like, honor your memory.
Yeah.
And you're actually now the drug kingpin.
Yeah, so we had this idea that, like, okay... So, like, when seniors are done with school, they go, whatever, you have time before you go to college.
Yeah, so, like, during the summer, they go on, like, trips or something.
Yeah, so, like, us and our friends were saying we could go down to Tijuana and, hang out there for a couple of weeks. And the whole, like, idea is that I'd somehow wander off by myself.
Yeah, and, like, get mixed in with a Mexican drug cartel. And we wouldn't be able to save him, and then we'd assume him dead, and we'd have to leave.
Yeah.
And then 10 years later, we come back.
You guys come back each year, though, as like a memory.
Yeah, to honor your memory.
Yeah.
And then we come back, and what happens is in the 10th year, we come back, and we get kidnapped, and we have we have burlap sacks over our heads, we're sitting in chairs with our hands tied behind our back, and then we start saying, like, oh, God, please, and then it's like, wait, and then we just hear someone go, like, wait, what?
Wait, like... That voice sounds familiar. Take his bag off.
And we all look, and it's Brian, and he's like, oh my God, guys!
Griffin? What? Griffin, do we want to do an episode of the podcast right now? I mean, it's been 10 years. I'm sure we have a lot to talk about.
Oh, dear God. Is this getting meta now?
Yeah. No, wouldn't that be funny?
That would be fun. Like, that's what your concern is after you we're like, Ryan, we had a funeral for you.
We had a funeral. Yeah, you had a... Oh, shoot. What is this?
We actually have to maybe plan something tonight. Oh, geez.
All right.
Are the boys getting together tonight? Or...
Probably.
So, are we going to go meet Sam and Aiden, or?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, we'll probably... Me and Griffin will be social butterflies today.
Oh, wow. I mean, I usually stay at home and watch Snapchat stories and cry because no one invites me to anything. And because everyone hates me, but... I guess it's going to change. Wow.
Welcome to the Cynical Podcast, starring Griffin Gershenson.
No, I'm just
by himself.
I'm definitely dysfunctional. I would say I cannot function as a regular
Griffin,
human
you're
being.
not dysfunctional. That's why it's funny, Griffin. It's ironic because we're not that dysfunctional.
No, it is. No, it's funny because it's true. Because I'm a horrible person and I'm mentally unstable.
Whatever, Griffin. I
also probably have CTE from playing football. So. Yeah, I'm probably going to end up being a vegetable.
You're like Will Smith.
I'm going to be a celery at one point.
What was that movie called? Focus?
It was called Concussion.
Concussion, yeah.
It was literally called Concussion, you idiot. What was that movie about concussions called again? Concussion? That's...
Yeah, I just remember it because I thought it was funny. But I think it did a good job. It was trying to get across, I think.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and like, see, the funny thing is Griffin plays did play contact sport.
Yes, I used to play football. I played since I was in like 6th grade. But recently this year, I decided, you know what? It's not me, and I'm not playing next year for my senior year. I'm gonna explore myself.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like the thing about my sport, my little sissy sport, which I don't even call sport, is the most contact you get is with someone's elbow, really much.
Oh, geez, that's tough.
Yeah, elbow to elbow is tough.
The most
contact.
I get is broken ribs and brain damage.
Yeah.
I've already gotten a concussion. I
almost broke my ribs. Not while running, while surfing.
My brother broke his ribs playing football. And he also broke his hand and other things. He broke his arm. He's
Yeah.
broken lots of bones. I haven't broken a single bone yet.
It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for... Never mind.
You know the song, The Sun Will Come Out Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Tomorrow's a relative term, it never comes. Makes that song a lot more sad, doesn't it?
Wait, what?
Tomorrow's a relative term, so it never really will come.
Oh,
No matter what you say, tomorrow's always the next day.
Yep, welcome
So
to
the
the
sun will come
Cynical
out tomorrow.
Podcast.
So the sun will never come out tomorrow.
You know what, Griffin? You know what we should do?
What?
We should hand me my guitar.
No, I'm not giving you the guitar stand.
I just want to play us out.
This
Griffin.
is not going to be the D-Bag podcast.
Well, that's my name, so... well, maybe I will go get the chloroform, and I will put Griffin to sleep.
Oh, please do. I want to be done with this.
Goodbye, everyone.
Okay, oh god.